Hello all you crafties out there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited. I get to do a video on one of my favorite gift projects. It's going to be called the 3D photo. Now that's what I call it. I can't think of anything else to call it. If anybody else sees this and decides there's a better name, let me know. Put it in the comments below. I'd love to find out what other people think of it. But for now, let's get crafting. I start with a quick trip to Hobby Lobby. Main item I need from here is the triangle shaped 1/2 inch balsa wood I use. Next step is to print out the photos I want to use. I measured and sized them using Photoshop. I then mark the center of the photos and make marks at every 1/2 inch. I repeat this on top and bottom. Because I was creating several photos, I stacked them and used some tape to keep them in place. Makes it much faster when doing multiples. Next, I use a straight edge and X-Acto knife to make the cuts. I make sure to take my time and hold the straight edge firmly in place so the cuts are accurate as possible. I do not cut all the way to the top and the bottom yet. You'll see why later. This helps keep the sections in order. I admit it's kind of creepy cutting through these faces all the time. After they are all cut, I number each section on all of the pictures. I use the back of the picture frame as a reference for my backing to glue the slats to. I trace it onto some poster board I bought at a dollar store and cut it using a straight edge and X-Acto knife again. I then set this aside for a bit. The next step is to glue the cut photo sections in order onto the balsa wood slabs I had cut to the size of the backing. I make sure to go in numerical order and always on the same side of the slats. I also numbered the slats to help me keep track. Then rinse and repeat. I like to use regular wood glue for this. I have tried several different types of glue like CA glue, Crazy glue, and 3M spray adhesive, but I prefer the longer setup time so I can adjust as I go. You'll see me do this a lot. It also does not take much. I also like to keep a damp cloth nearby to keep my fingers clean. I don't want to smear the photos. These balsa strips are my favorite to use. They are light and easy to cut, but not real cheap. I don't have the tools yet to cut my own strips, but hopefully in time I'll either get my own tools or I'll find a cheap source for the wood. On a side note, I used a cool app to create the music for this video. It is called Suno. It is easy and fun to use, and they have a totally free level that works great. I will leave the link in the description below. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, I just love using it. Now that the two sides of the triangle are all glued up, I give them a little quick trim on both ends. Next, I just use a little glue on the bottom side of the triangle pieces and stick them to my backing board I cut out earlier. I start at one end, I put a little pressure and continue across. Do not push together so hard that you move the slats. Just a little light pressure will work. Always double check that you are putting the right slat in the right order, facing the right way. Start to finish, I can do this project in about half an hour, and it costs roughly $12 in materials. You might be able to find them cheaper if you look. This is a 8x10 frame. You can also do almost any size you want. You just have to kind of plan it out a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this project. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and follow my other channels. The links will be, as always, in the description below. Until next time, happy crafting.